we're ready?
I'll just be eating chocolate in the background.
All right, thank you and good afternoon. And welcome to the Park Edge Sweet Shoppe on Abbott Road in South Buffalo, a tradition that's been here for many years. As we talk about our storefront revitalization program, what we've been able to do under the first set of it, now we are actually doing another $5 million with 115 new businesses. I'm Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz, and I'm pleased to be joined here by Legislator Howard Johnson, Legislator John Gilmour, Legislator John Barnese, Legislator Mike Kashuian, Legislator Tim Meyers, and Legislator Gene Vinyl, as well as our Department of Environment and Planning Commissioner Dan Castle, our Deputy Commissioner Thomas Baines, and Tuona Batchelor, the leader of our Economic Development Office in the Department of Environment and Planning, is responsible for the Storefront Revitalization Program. As people remember, in 2022, I announced in my State of the County that we wanted to do a $10 million storefront revitalization program to assist our small businesses coming out of the COVID-19 pandemic. There was they took a huge hit during those years, and we wanted to help them as best as we could, and we came up with a plan utilizing an existing program, but using it differently, in which we could actually provide grants of up to $40,000 per small business for them to revitalize their storefront. And over 260 were chosen in the first round, one of which was Park Edge Sweet Shoppe, and they've done already a number of projects associated with their building, including roof work, painting, and there's more coming, including a new sign very soon. And we're pleased to be joined by Anna Hartog and Margaret Mulvaney, the owners of Park Edge Sweet Shoppe, who you'll hear from very soon, because the storefront revitalization program was a huge success. It was such a success, we had demands from other storefronts or other small businesses in our community that we needed to expand the program, and we knew we could do better. And that's why I thank the legislature for approving the first $10 million that was allocated for the program. And earlier this year, they approved another $5 million for an additional 115 businesses who applied and have since been announced will be recipients of the Storefront Revitalization Program Phase 2. So I want to thank our team from the Department of Environment and Planning, starting with Tuona, and the Deputy Commissioner Thomas Baines. They had to go through the applications to determine who would be the recipients in the second round. And it's just a great program that's making a huge difference in small businesses from as far down as south as Sardinia to north as Grand Island and here in the city of Buffalo. It's an example of how we can help our small businesses, the primary employers of individuals in our county, not only come out of the COVID-19 pandemic stronger, but be a better, stronger business for all in the long run. So thank you to the legislature for supporting this program. And at this time, I'm going to introduce to our dais here the Erie County Legislator, who represents the vast majority of South Buffalo, John Gilmour. Legislator John Gilmour.
I just want to say that small businesses have been through a lot in the last couple of years, and it's programs like this that we worked with Mark Poloncarz on to bring funding into the community to make sure business like this can not only stay open but thrive. And I'm happy that we've done it, and I'm proud that we're using these taxpayer dollars to reinvest in the community. And I'm happy that Parkside got it. As someone that grew up 2 blocks from here and grew up on their candy, I just want to say that it's they're going to be in the community for now and for a long time in the future.
Thank you, John. This program, as I said, requires a lot of work from our Department of Environment and Planning to go through the applications and then to assist the businesses as they move through the process of actually finding a contractor and working with our architects, getting the design work done, and then finally completing the work here. And I want to thank Tuona Batchelor, our head of the Erie County Department of Environment and Planning's Economic Development Office, for the work that her and her team have done. And I'll turn it over to Tuona to talk a little bit more about not only Phase 1 but Phase 2 and what people can expect going forward. So, thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. This is very, very exciting, us being here, being able to announce a second round of funding and our next list of businesses that are going to be able to participate in this fantastic program. This has definitely been a labor of love. We've been working at this for a couple of years now, getting the program ready. We rolled it out last year. With the first round, we were able to fund roughly 260 businesses, and now with the additional funding that was put into this program, we've got another 115 to come. Edge Park Sweet Shoppe is one of them. Park Edge, excuse me, is one of our many. So it's really, really exciting to see all of the wonderful work that's being done. It certainly has been a ton of work for our office, for our program administrators, and of course for our architects that have been helping out with all of this. But we see more and more progress every day, and there's so much more work to be done and so much more work coming down the pipe. So it's very exciting to be here, and more information can be found on the county's website, especially under the Department of Environment and Planning and Economic Development page. So there will be a full list of second round awardees, and all of those businesses will be contacted directly to let them know what their next steps are. Thank you.
Thank you, Tuona. The goal of the Storefront Revitalization program is not only to help the small business themselves, but also the region. And one of the things that was done is we would target particular neighborhoods to ensure that neighborhoods could benefit from it. And this is a strong neighborhood. It's always been a strong neighborhood. And one of the reasons it's been a strong neighborhood is because of Park Edge Sweet Shoppe, which has been here for decades. And it's a favorite of mine. And it's the only place that makes these sponge candy sticks. And trust me, they are tasty. And I've been here before to buy them. So it is my pleasure to introduce Anna and Margaret to talk a little bit more about what this program will mean for them, and what it did mean for them, and how it's helping them transform their business. Ladies?
Thank you so much. We are very appreciative for this program from Erie County Legislative Poloncarz, as well as all of our legislators here. During COVID-19, our number one goal was employee retention. So because of that, the storefront and things we would normally spend our money on fell to the wayside because of that. So due to that being our number one priority during COVID, having this storefront realization program is able to help us pick up where we left off before COVID. So we're able to, what we've been wanting to do forever, paint the side of our building. We've driven by our building, so many people have said they missed it. So we painted it brown in our bright pink color, so now nobody can miss it. Getting a new lighted sign, things we wanted to do before COVID happened, and then happening, it set us back a little while. So because of this program, we were able to get back on track and be where we want to be as a small business, and help and not stick out and as a sore thumb in our community. Stick out for all the right reasons for our building. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. The pink is definitely noticeable. I pulled in a lot. It's like, oh, they painted it pink too. I like it. And I'm looking forward to seeing the sign, because I know it was an older sign, non-lighted sign that was there beforehand. And it's just an example of how we can invest in our community. Small business, as I said, is the backbone of our economy. They are the primary employers of individuals in our community. We talk about big business, and we want to keep those big businesses here, but more individuals are employed by small businesses in our county than the big ones. And that's why we need to continue to support them. And we're proud to do this. The first $10 million is moving forward well, and we're looking forward to assisting the next 115 recipients with the $5 million from Phase 2, and ensuring that we continue to develop a better Erie County for all. Thank you all. With that, we'll entertain any questions if there are any.
If I'm a small business that wants to take advantage of this, how do I go about doing so?
Well, it's too late if you haven't done it so far, because there was an application process. It was a number of months ago it was announced, and that's what the Department of Environment and Planning looked at, and then made the determination on the 115 for round 2, just like they did for round 1, which we had, I think, over 600 applicants, and we were only able to fund 260 of them. Some of the applicants in Phase 2 were actually included in Phase 1. I shouldn't say included, they applied during Phase 1, but were not accepted during Phase 1. So it's a little too late to apply for it now, but very soon, if you applied for Phase 2 and you were one of the recipients, you'll hear from us and find out that you can move ahead with your project then.
Is there any plans to continue this moving forward, or is it kind of like, yeah, we're going to hold off?
Well, we're going to finish out Phase 2 before we can contemplate whether we do a Phase 3. We're facing some tighter financial times due to some work that New York State did. It's reducing our surpluses. We've been able to pay for this program out of our surpluses in the past. So we're going to have to take a look at it, where we are. Do we have the surplus to do it? And secondly, what kind of situation we're facing because of these new state mandates from New York State. So let's work through, get through Phase 2 completion, and then we'll take a look and see if we can do a Phase 3. Okay, thanks everyone.